Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm doing reviews. I had to take a breather after reading this book. The book that I finished is book number 5 and it's Dietland, and I'll put the picture up here. This book was recommended to me by Sylvia from Wish Fulfillment. Anyway, I'm quite surprised that she recommended this was her top book because she really doesn't like problematic books. So this book has a lot of problems in it. So anyway, let me tell you what the book is about. The book is about a heavyset woman who is debating on having surgery to make herself thin. So she is also a journalist for a teen magazine, and she gets tons of emails from teens with difficult problems that she has to solve, which that's the part that I liked about the book. So that's the very beginning. You learn that she's a counselor in a magazine and she's helping these teens, but all of a sudden there's this woman who starts following her. And the turn of the language in this book turns to vulgar. Lots of F words, lots of cursing, lots of porn talk. I was like, oh my God, I don't know if it was for shock value. And then as I'm listening to this book, I listened to this on audio, I was like, oh no, maybe I should DNF this. Maybe I should DNF this. And I'm like saying to myself, I should DNF this because I'm not really liking the vulgar talk of the F word throughout and so forth and so on. And then it starts saying, then she's listening to the news, and then there's a rape, and then the people, they were going on court. They're in jail who raped this girl, but then the girl kills herself, and I was like, what the heck am I listening to? And then she was getting all these emails from these people, the teens that need problems, and she's starting to say things bad about it. Like some teenager writes that she cut herself and she needs some help. What should she do for help? And then she's like, yeah, of course she needs help. And then she deletes her email and doesn't even help the girl. I'm like, I was so mad. I was getting so mad and angry that she wasn't helping the teens that were sending messages in. I was getting so mad. Anyway, I listened to the whole thing all the way to the end, and she also started to say bad things about Jewish people, and it just got really racist, and I'm just awed about this book. Anyway, sorry for the ramble and the rant. Anyway, I gave this book 1 star, and I gave myself $1 because I did not DNF it. I would have DNF'd it. It should have been a DNF. But I rated it 1 star. It was awful. After that one turn, I think it was after the first hour, I was like, what the hell am I listening to? So yeah, I'm sorry. I just did not like this book. Yeah. But I did finish it. Oh my God, I finally finished book number 6. And book number 6 I've been reading since September or October. I've been listening to this on audiobook, and I finally finished it, so I'm really excited. And I also watched the movie. So what did I finish? I finished this one, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Finally, I finished this one. I don't know what it is about the Harry Potter books, but it doesn't keep my interest for too long because it does repeat a lot. Like the first couple of books, like the Quidditch thing and all that stuff. To me, that is kind of boring when it repeats. But when there's other stuff in here, that's some scary stuff in here, that's the part I really liked, was the scary stuff. And I also liked the romance in this one. But the end was very, very sad. So just to let you know. But I did rate it, and I gave it 4 stars. And if my daughter will pop in really quickly, I just saw her pass by. Come in and tell them about the movie.
Can I do a review on my book?
Hi, I have Naomi. I grabbed her. She was walking by my room. So anyway, we just finished watching this book. Well, this movie.
Yeah.
We just finished watching. She did not read the book. But just tell them what you felt about the movie, and don't give any spoilers.
Well, I'm not sure if I know I watched some of the other movies, and I read, like, the first 2 books. The movie was pretty good, so if you didn't watch it, you should watch it, but also, like, watch, like, the book, like, the movies in between this movie.
We started out listening to the audiobooks in the car, so from 1 to 4, I think every summer we was listening to a movie, then listening to the book, then watching the movie, and then listening to the book and watching the movie. So she's read up to book 4. She missed book 5 and she missed book 6. But I was watching book 6, so she's like, "Can I watch it with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So yeah, I really think that the movie they did a great job on the movie. So yeah, I like the movie. Actually, I like the movie more than the book. But yeah, I just struggle reading the book. So yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna give a review.
Naomi has 2 books.
3.
Naomi has 3 books that she wants to review today. So I'm adding this to my video.
Okay, so the first book is the first book to Mara Dyer, and I bet you my mom already did a review, or maybe she hasn't.
Yes, I've done a review. I think back in 2015.
Oh, so that was a long time ago.
Okay.
But so I just finished the book. It took me a while, but it was a pretty good book. Should I like explain what it was about?
Yes.
Okay, I won't give any spoilers, but there's this girl. And she was in, like, a traumatic experience, which, should I say what the experience was? She was in, like, a building collapse, like, with her friends. I won't say exactly what happened. But, so she moves schools, and she doesn't have that much friends. And so she gained some friends, and some other stuff happens. I don't want to give anything, like, spoilers, but it was a good book. So, if you like books that like, it could be true in some parts, but not, I don't know how to explain it. But, like, fantasy, then you should read the book.
From 1 to 5, what would you rate it?
I would, a 4.
A 4-star. Yeah. I gave it 5 stars. I really liked it. I thought it was a mental health book. So, yeah, I thought the girl was crazy. But, yeah, I loved it. I couldn't put, the book I couldn't put down.
And it's a series,
yeah,
so.
It was really good. So,
okay. I have another book. This book, I didn't want to read, and my mom was like, "You can read it, it's not that scary," and I was like, okay, well.
This is another book that I gave 5 stars
Okay, so it is Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and I didn't want to read it because the cover, and you shouldn't really judge a book by its cover,
and I have a signed copy.
Yeah, so, from looking at the cover, I thought I wasn't going to read it, but
did you finish
enjoy it? I'm close to.
She's close to finishing it.
It's a really good book, and it's like a fast read. And so, the characters in the book, it shows perspectives and like different chapters. So, like one person, Risa, and then it goes to a different person. But even if they're in the same room, it shows different people. And so I'll explain what it's about. So basically, I'm not sure if, like, what time period this is, but at the time in the book, your parents could get you unwind, and what that means is at a certain age, any age between 1 and 18, but not really necessarily when you're, like, a child, like 8 and younger, your parents can decide to give you to the government while they take your body parts and give it to people who need them. So if someone needs, like, a lung transplant, they would take your lung and also other body parts and give it to other people. And in the book, a bunch of people from different families are getting unwind, but they don't necessarily want to get unwind. So what their parents do is sometimes they go behind their back and, without the child knowing, sign a paper and get a specific date to get them unwind. And also, this could be a religious thing, and there's a character in here, his name is Levi, and it shows different perspectives, and he wants to get unwind, and you'll see it at the end of the book, like his friendships with other characters, but that's basically what it's about.
I just want to say that I went into this blindly. I think I read this in 2015, I gave it 5 stars. This is a series. I have the whole series on my shelf. It's just because I gave this 5 stars, I'm afraid the second book is not going to be as good as this one. So I have not moved on. But now Naomi is almost finished with this one. She wants to go to book 2, and my week 2 for Around the Year in 52 Books is to pick up Unholy. So I will be picking up Unholy this week sometime. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I have to read it fast because Naomi reads very fast.
No, I don't.
So yeah, I think she picked this up on last Friday maybe.
Yeah, but then I went back to the other
She reads pretty fast, so I have to pick up the next book, and I have a signed copy as I told you.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a signed copy. Pretty neat. So anyway, she has one more book to share.
Alright, so this book I'm reading in my 8th grade middle school class. It's sort of a high up level, but we do the same thing. And so basically the book is Gilgamesh, which people wouldn't really necessarily read because it's like a real story that people found a long time ago and they added on. So basically they're tablets written in a different language that people translated and wrote into like poems. But I thought I should share it because if you like history related books and like stories that like they're not fantasy, they don't go into like a specific category, then you'll want to read this. So it's basically about a king, and he's not a good king, and so he finds this animal, and the animal, it will tell in the book, he becomes human, and so they become friends, and something happens, and Gilgamesh, the main character's name is Gilgamesh, the king, and so he, something happens and his emotions change, and so I'm not finished with it, but it's a good book so far.
Okay, my Naomi misplaced her book, so I had to buy another one from Amazon. So
Well, I had to buy it.
This is the new book.
Yeah, I
that we
lost the
just
book
got
that
from-
the school gave me, so
Yeah,
that's not a good
This is a
thing.
replacement. Yeah, so I had to buy the book, but I'm not gonna read it because
I paid for it.
She paid for it and she has to return it. So
Yeah, so if teachers are watching, don't give me books to lend.
yeah, she
So I'll lose
misplaced it.
them.
So
Well, someone took it off my desk, but other than that, I don't.
okay.
It's a good book, so.
Well, anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in another video.
Oh, wait, and you could leave recommendations for other books for us to read if you have a book that you'd like to read.
Bye.
Bye.